Good evening. This is CTV News for Wednesday, August 19th. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Byron Scott. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, after a 2.5-day trial, the DeAndre Weems case is now in the hands of the jury. He's charged with killing a hotel worker back in 2013. Denise Douglas has the latest from the courthouse.
That is absolutely right. Now it is up to the jury to decide whether or not DeAndre Weems is guilty or innocent. In closing arguments, the prosecutor again played the surveillance video of that night back in 2013 when Weems allegedly shot Jesse Chavez. As it was playing, she pointed out areas where she says Weems committed assault, robbery, and ultimately murder, shooting Chavez. The shooting happened as Chavez was trying to stop Weems, who had allegedly robbed the front desk clerk, Margie Hurd. Meanwhile, the defense focused on Hurd's identification of Weems during closing arguments, saying that it was inaccurate, pointing out that while she said he had short hair, Weems actually has long dreadlocks. The defense attorney also tried to poke holes in the timeline, saying that the phone records show that Weems was not at the scene during the whole event. Again, this case in the hands of the jury, and they will ultimately decide this case 2.5 days. And again, it will be up to the jury at this point to decide Weems' fate. I'm Denise Douglas in Upper Marlboro, CTV News.
And 2 other men charged in connection with that case will go to trial in October.
A Prince George's police officer suspended without pay after a domestic-related incident on Monday. The Calvert County Sheriff's Office has charged Corporal Stephen Moore with 2 counts of assault and 1 count of child abuse after allegedly assaulting his son and ex-wife during an argument. The officer was off duty at the time of his arrest. Prince George's police immediately launched an investigation after learning of the charges. Moore has worked for the department for 9 years and is assigned to the Bureau of Administration.
A parking lot. That's how one resident describes parts of Maryland 197 between Ken Hill Drive and Route 450. Now the State Highway Administration is once again reinitiating a project to widen the road from 2 lanes to 4. CTV's Sonia Shrivastava has more.
Well, we spoke with many residents here in Bowie, and they definitely say that this road needs widening because it's a parking lot, they say, in the morning and in the afternoons. But many of the residents are concerned about just how they will do it.
It's a terrible parking lot there every day at rush hour.
Katie Costello has been a Bowie resident for 15 years. Her house is right off of Route 197 and Ken Hill Drive. She says every morning and evening there are backups.
Because it's just 1 lane each way. If you're coming off of Route 50 or from the shopping around that time of the evening, or in the mornings too, the mornings right after people drop off kids at school, it's very slow.
Now the State Highway Administration is once again reinitiating a project that will widen Route 197 from Ken Hill Drive to Route 450 from 2 lanes to 4.
And that's to keep up with and plan for, added traffic capacity.
The scope of the project includes constructing a raised grass median, enlarging Vauxhall Lake to accommodate stormwater runoff, and also putting in noise barriers along both sides of the road. Dulcie Niagota's property is the first one off of Lerner Lane, and she's worried that she may eventually have to sell her house if the widening happens.
They're going to take some of our land. The house values go down, because it's noisy.
This part of Bowie has seen major growth in the last 10 years, most notably the town center. Hundreds of cars now pass through this section every day, and that is evident when you look at the deteriorating conditions in some areas. Many residents use the walking and biking paths that are adjacent to the road and are concerned whether that will be affected.
It doesn't look like there's a heck of a lot of room that you can widen the path and make the 4 lanes like they're talking about. For some reason they can't do that, and there's not enough space because you got houses on one side, you got a lake on the other. I'd rather have the bike path, and I guess I'll just have to live with the traffic.
Planning for this project was completed in 2009, and officials say if things go according to plan, bids will be accepted in fall of 2017.
Construction could begin on the project sometime by year-end 2018.
And this is also subjected to funding, right?
This is also subjected to funding.
In Bowie, Sonia Shrivastava for CTV News.
A public meeting on the project will take place Wednesday, September 16th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Ken Hill Community Center in Bowie.
Small businesses across the nation aren't ready for a new high-tech impending deadline. In a story you'll only see on CTV News, we've learned that the D.C. region is no exception. A recent Wells Fargo survey found that only about half are aware that they need to support new chip card technology by October 1st or be held liable for fraudulent charges. And less than 1/3 of all small businesses actually have credit card processing systems that accept new chip-enabled cards. We brought the issue to the attention of the Prince George's Chamber of Commerce.
And I think, there's one thing about shifting to a different technology that, protects from fraud. It's another thing that then assigning the business owner that if fraud does occur, that is up to the business owner. So now what the banks are doing is they're saying, all right, look, we used to protect the card owner from fraud, and we used to eat that cost. Now they're going to pass that on to the small business owner. And actually the ramifications are pretty devastating, or could be pretty devastating.
The security change came about after thousands of businesses, organizations, and governments were recently hacked.
So as of today, after having received the article, and thank you, CTV, for alerting us to this, we're going to get out to we have 5,000 members on our listserv, and we're going to get that out probably tomorrow morning.
CTV News will be following up on this story as the October 1st deadline approaches. Well, as Congressman Steny Hoyer recognizes Startup Day across America, the Economic Development Corporation wants people to know that Prince George's has resources to help residents create businesses. Startup Day celebrates small companies and their positive impact in the economy. CTV spoke with the president of the EDC, Jim Coleman, who says if you want to start a business in the county, the first step is as easy as picking up the phone and making a call.
What are some of the things that they can do?
All they have to do is give us a call here. They can go onto our website, go to Prince George's County Economic Development Corporation website. You'll be able to find a host of different resources from setting up your business, business planning, financing. We can help you with TEDCO, which is the arm of the state of getting you venture capital funding. We can also set you up with the SBA, FSC, as far as getting you a small micro loan. We can set you up also with a business coach that can help you to set up your business plan and your sales plan to help you to grow and to expand your operation. Bottom line is that anybody listening to the show today, whether if you're a bakery or you want to launch the next Facebook, you can make that happen here in Prince George's County.
And for more information on the EDC, you can visit PGCEDC.com. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Byron Scott.